Isaiah 1 verse 21 to 31 presents Jerusalem as a city that had once reflected righteousness, but had become corrupted through injustice, hypocrisy, and dependence upon human strength. The prophet exposes the condition of the nation while also revealing the certainty of purification and restoration through the Lord's own work. The passage opens with grief over the transformation of the faithful city. Jerusalem had once been associated with justice and righteousness, but violence, corruption, and oppression had replaced covenant faithfulness. Silver had become dross and wine had been diluted with water, illustrating spiritual corruption and the loss of purity. Leaders pursued bribes and neglected the vulnerable, particularly the fatherless and widows. Isaiah shows that outward religious identity meant nothing while the heart remained corrupt. Yet the Lord's response is not merely destruction for destruction's sake. God declares that he will turn his hand upon his people in order to purge away the impurity. The refining imagery is important. Judgment is portrayed as a cleansing fire, removing dross from precious metal. The purpose is restoration, not endless wrath. The Lord himself acts to remove what is corrupt so that righteousness may emerge again. This section reveals that God does not abandon his covenant purpose even when man fails. The city that became a harlot would again be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Restoration is grounded in divine action rather than human effort. Redemption comes through justice accomplished by the Lord himself. The contrast between the redeemed and the rebellious becomes clearer in verses 27 to 31. Zion is redeemed with judgment, while transgressors are consumed together. Those who trusted in idols and outward religious symbols would be ashamed because the things they relied upon could them. The imagery of fading gardens and dry trees emphasizes the emptiness of confidence in fleshly systems and earthly glory. The final verses portray the strength of man being burned like tinder in an unquenchable fire. The proud works of humanity could not endure the coming visitation of God. Historically, this points toward the covenantal collapse that came upon apostate Jerusalem. The old order that resisted God's righteousness was brought to an end, while a purified people emerged through the work of the Messiah. Seen through the fulfillment accomplished in Christ, Isaiah's words anticipate the transition from the old covenant system into the reality of a cleansed and redeemed people established through him. The refining judgment was not meaningless wrath, but the removal of what was obsolete and corrupt so that righteousness could dwell among God's people. The Lord accomplished what man could never achieve through law, ritual, or national identity. The passage therefore moves from corruption to cleansing, from false security to true redemption, and from external religion to a people purified by the work of God himself. Isaiah presents judgment and restoration together, showing that the Lord removes the old corruption in order to establish lasting righteousness and peace among his redeemed people.